I don't know where they're going to begin to pick the pieces up.
Family hurting tonight. A dad and grandfather crosses paths with a violent convict, and he won't be coming home tonight. Mathew Korattiyil's family is distraught, trying to come to terms with how he died. This is Nightside. I'm Ryan Bass.
And I'm Carolina Lead. 68-year-old Mathew Korattiyil was just going to a Valrico bank. He didn't know that it was being robbed. Deputies say in just minutes, he was carjacked and killed. His body dumped at a nearby church. Nightside's Liz Birch found out that accused carjacker just got out of prison.
According to deputies, 39-year-old James Hansen walked up to a teller holding a gun and then carjacked Mathew Korattiyil, who was later found dead. We did some checking and found that Hansen was just released from prison last month. According to these court documents, he got a life sentence in 2003 for armed robbery. He wound up making a deal with the state and accepted a 15-year sentence, which set him up for a July 2nd release. Now that he's out of prison, deputies say he's done it again. Moments after sheriff's deputies found Mathew Korattiyil's body, the people who knew him best gathered at the crime scene.
He was a very decent, very respectful person. Everyone loved him.
They describe Korattiyil as soft-spoken and always smiling, shocked that a simple trip to the bank would be his last.
And when I left my home, my wife was crying.
Even people who don't know him are shaken. Elizabeth Bishop dropped off flowers at the gas station Korattiyil once owned.
68 years old, worked hard all his life, and now he's gone.
Telling us how upset she was to hear Hansen, the man accused of carjacking him at gunpoint, was just released from prison last month.
He needs to stay behind bars. Nobody else needs to suffer at his hands.
Now here's how all of this went down according to police. Around 10:30 this morning, James Hansen Jr. walked into Center State Bank with a gun and robbed a teller. Police then say Hansen walked out of the bank, pointed that gun at Mathew Korattiyil, and took his car. Hansen left the bank in Korattiyil's white 2019 Lexus SUV. Then for about an hour and a half, deputies did not know where Hansen, Korattiyil, or the SUV were. Deputies eventually found the SUV, chased it until Hansen crashed and flipped it near St. Cloud Avenue and Highway 60. That's 1.3 miles from where the bank is located. They arrested Hansen, but Korattiyil was still nowhere to be found. And just before 4 o'clock this afternoon, cops say they then found Mathew Korattiyil's body behind a Valrico church. We still don't know how he died. Now, we looked into Hansen's background. He's got a long rap sheet from burglary to larceny, grand theft, and trespassing. And that's just in the state of Florida. He also has 3 charges out of North Carolina, including robbery with a dangerous weapon. For now, at least in tonight's case, he's not facing any charges. The police are still piecing together everything that transpired.